Strategy is your addiction. You run to it every time you're desperate for a career win. It's the crutch you lean on when you're uncertain. It's the busy work you bury yourself in so you don't have to face the truth about where you really are. And it's the lie you keep buying every time you sit down in that office. Strategy may satisfy the business, but it starves the woman behind it. It keeps you moving, but it never makes you whole. It makes you look busy while you quietly rot away inside. And until you admit that, no plan, no framework, no spreadsheet will ever give you the life you actually want. Let's strip this down. Strategy is the mind's obsession. Alignment is the soul's foundation. Strategy lives in the head. It solves problems, optimizes, forecasts, and manages. It's necessary, yes, but without alignment, it's like building a skyscraper on sand. Alignment lives in the heart. It asks, does this direction feel true? Does this decision expand or contract me? Does this choice reflect who I really am? When strategy and alignment meet, leadership becomes unstoppable. But when strategy operates without alignment, it becomes hustle in a nicer outfit. Think about your own journey. How many times have you pushed forward on a project because the numbers looked good? The industry said it was hot, or the consultant told you it was the smartest move. Yet deep down, something felt off. You ignored that whisper. You powered through. You made the smart choice. And later, you realized the whisper was right. That's alignment. That's your gut, your soul, your inner knowing trying to guide you. It doesn't scream. It doesn't beg. It simply reveals the truth and waits for you to listen. The corporate world has glamorized strategy as if it's salvation. We idolize frameworks, data, methodologies, as if the right process could guarantee fulfillment. How many times have you been told, if you don't have the data to back it up, you can't take the action? But the women that are collapsing under this weight aren't suffering from lack of strategy. They're suffering from personal disconnection. Disconnection from themselves. Disconnection from their intuition. Disconnection from the reason they began leading in the first place. They don't need more strategy. They need to come back to themselves. They need to come back into alignment. Alignment is not fluffy. Alignment is not woo. Alignment is the most pragmatic leadership tool you will ever have. Because when you are aligned, when your values, your vision, your actions, and your energy match, you stop leaking power. You stop wasting hours in meetings that don't matter. You stop chasing initiatives that don't serve. You stop building ladders that climb to nowhere. Alignment collapses complexity. Alignment clarifies what actually matters. Alignment reveals the one move that multiplies everything else. I want you to imagine this. Two executives, both brilliant. One has the sharpest strategies, the best team, the fanciest consultants. She is drowning. Every week is firefighting. Every quarter feels like survival. The other doesn't have a perfect plan, but she knows who she is. She knows what she stands for. She knows where her energy flows freely and where it dies. She's aligned. Guess which leader creates sustainable success? Guess which one commands the room with presence instead of pressure? Guess which one people trust to follow? Alignment beats strategy every time. Here's why. Strategy works on paper. Alignment works in reality. Paper doesn't account for intuition. Paper doesn't account for human energy. Paper doesn't account for whether your soul can breathe in the plan you've drawn. Strategy is a map. Alignment is the compass. Your compass. A map without a compass gets you lost faster. Now you might be thinking, but alignment feels intangible. I can't measure it. I can't put it in a quarterly report. And that's the problem. We've been trained to worship what can be measured, even if it doesn't matter. We've been conditioned to dismiss what can't be quantified, even when it's the only thing that creates real movement. But leadership is not just a science. It's an art. It's a soul practice. It's the willingness to feel the truth of a decision, not just the logic of it. When you are aligned, you stop chasing shiny strategies. You begin leading from a deeper power. Decisions get cleaner. Teams get more inspired. Results get more sustainable. Because people don't follow strategies. They follow alignment. They follow the leader whose presence says, I am rooted. I am clear. I know where I'm going, and it matters. Think back on the leaders you've admired most. Was it their 10-point plan that inspired you? Or was it the way they walked into the room, centered, grounded, unshaken, clear? That's alignment. That's presence. That's the thing no MBA can teach you, no consultant can sell you, no strategy can replace. So the next time you feel the urge to overplan, to stack another strategy on top of your exhaustion, pause. Ask yourself, am I aligned? Am I aligned with my values? Am I aligned with the truth of who I am? Am I aligned with the impact I came here to create? If the answer is no, then no strategy in the world will save you. But if the answer is yes, the simplest strategy will carry you further than you ever imagined. You've been told you need to push harder, plan more, fix faster, but you don't. What you need is to return to yourself. What you need is to reconnect to your soul's compass. What you need is to stop confusing motion for meaning and instead choose alignment. Because the truth is this: you are not here to execute someone else's blueprint. You are not here to exhaust yourself for the name of strategy. You are not here to climb a ladder that leads you away from your own soul. You are here to lead differently, to lead aligned, to lead from presence instead of pressure, to lead in a way that doesn't just build revenue, but builds resonance. So let this sink in. You don't need more strategy. You don't need another plan. You don't need a shinier framework. What you need, what will shift everything, is alignment. Because when you are aligned, your presence becomes the strategy. Your energy becomes the magnet. Your leadership becomes the blueprint. And in that place, you stop chasing success. And success starts chasing you. So the next time someone hands you another playbook, pause. Remember that the most powerful leader in the room isn't the one with the sharpest strategy. It's the one who is most aligned. And that can be you. Alignment is the strategy. And when you lead from that place, everything changes. If you'd love a space that reminds you of that truth and helps you return to alignment again and again, subscribe. We share new videos 3 times a week. Your invitation to lead with presence, not pressure.